folks, and welcome back to Black Raven Racing. Today we're back in Gran Turismo 3, where we are taking on Area C of the arcade section. So our first race today is going to be Swiss Alps in reverse. And for this one, I'm going to take the Corolla out for a drive. This isn't a configuration that I've done very often, so hopefully we'll be okay here. Up against one of the Evos. Through this little complex, it's always quite the hardest part. Too worried about being behind him at this point. Opportunities to make up ground. Not often used the Corolla rally car actually. So far it's handling pretty well. Almost managed to get through on the inside. Had to back off a little bit there and avoid a collision. Wrong angle into that corner. Didn't lose too much ground though. Yeah, I made a bit of a mess of those last couple of corners. Kind of lost sight a little bit from the dust being kicked up. So we're going to have to improve on lap 2. 1.5 seconds behind. Oops. Oh. Just caught a little bump there, I think. Threw me off completely. I think there's definitely time to be made up through this section. I should be able to do that faster than the AI driver, and this next corner coming up as well is usually a place where I can pick up some time. If I manage to get the entry to it right. Work on this section as well. It's not ideal. Just catching up a little bit. See where we are at the end of the lap. So we managed to half that gap, more or less. That's pretty good. Another lap like that and we should be potentially back in the driving seat. Corolla doesn't feel like the fastest of the rally cars for sure, but its handling is quite good. A bit taller as well though, so visibility over the top of the car is not quite as good. Better through there that time. Yeah, right on his tail. Oh, messed that up a little bit, but that should give us a good entry to this corner. Myself up alongside, just about. Oh no, oh, it was a nasty bounce again, but made it through. Oh, he's coming back. Okay, so this is a bit of a tricky one then. good lap. Just a 0.3 behind. Oh, I've kind of thrown it in there. That was a little bit dirty of me, I think. I don't think it's guaranteed that I'm going to hold on to this place though. Although I am now almost half a second ahead. Okay. He's back on my tail again. Definitely seems like that Evo's faster than me. Or maybe I'm just making too many mistakes. I don't feel like it's been a very clean run, that's for sure. It's going to be a real race to the finish, I think. Oh. Right, have to get this corner right, I think. There we go. Alright, that should give me a chance to pull a little bit of a gap. Do the same in the next corner, then we should hopefully be okay. Back up to half a second. That's much better around that corner. Alright, just foot down as fast as we can go now. Try to avoid any nasty bumps. And wow, that one was a real battle. Ooh. But it's a win. Just 0.6 seconds ahead. We'll take that though. It was a good start. So the next race is Trial Mountain in reverse. And for this one we're going A-Class NSX. And which colour shall we pick for this one? I think we'll go for this turquoise colour. Let's see how we get on. Hoping this car is going to be pretty competitive here. Should be one of the faster ones. Oh, that's not the best entrance. Just about held that. Didn't really do too much damage there, but we managed to dive in front of almost everyone there. It's Bishy. Around the outside of him. Okay, in first place. Absolutely annihilated them on the brakes there. Oh, I'm so bad at that corner. Never quite figure out the right entry point. Or the right entry speed. But we got away with it. So I'll try to use our straight line speed to get away from these guys now. I think this section is probably mostly going to be me trying to hold off the cars behind me. Unsuccessfully, as it turns out. So I'm not fast through that section at all. Trial Mountain is just a track that in both directions I've never been able to quite get a handle on. Two NSXs leading the way. Just loads of really good speed there, and he's gone wide. See if we can do this corner a bit better this time. Oh, almost just slightly into the wall there. Certain parts of the track that I'm a lot faster than them on, and I really have to capitalise on those. corner again, costing me too much time. Better through there that time. Let's see if I can actually hold the car a bit better through these corners. Yeah. Getting a better feel for when I need to start braking in this car now. That was too late, but I got away with it. About half a second ahead. Just about kept a toe on the road there. There we go, managed to get it slowed enough this time. But I do not have much of a lead. Up to 0.7 of a second. Still not getting that right. At least this time I've managed to hold on first. No sign of second place. But he is right behind me. Carefully through here. These rocks are deadly. Oh, there he is again. Just kind of park it in front of him a little bit there. Sounds like he went off at the back there. 2.7. It's about as good as my lead's been in this race. Taking a few more risks with some of these corners as the race goes on. Yeah, it's another corner that I'm not really getting right, I think. Losing a lot of momentum through it. Okay, can we do this a little bit better this time? Nah, not really. I can't really change down a gear, but definitely going into it too fast. I'm doing enough at the moment to hold this lead. I'd like to get it out a little bit further than this, just in case something like this happens. Just stayed short of the wall. And again he reappears exactly the same point. Tell the bits of the track that I'm really bad at. A little bit out of shape there, and yeah, straight into the wall. So it cost me a little bit of that lead. To get a fast exit from this corner. And we are almost up to that second, so that's pretty good. It's better this time, a bit more power coming out of the corner. Well, we've managed 5 laps and I've never got that corner right once. But we do have a bit of a lead, just under that second. Okay, keep it tidy through here. Try to maintain speed as much as possible. We might have done enough. No sign of them this time. 1.3 seconds. Fantastic. There's grass. Tidy up in the final corner. So it sounds like he's gone wide again. And we finished 0.4 ahead. Wow, he was catching up far. But another win. We'll take that again. Certainly having to fight for these race wins. And for race 3, we're at Deep Forest Raceway. And we're going to go for the FTO for this one. Forest Raceway is usually a pretty good location for me, so I'm hoping that the same will apply here. Car's good enough. Put myself in the inside there. MDTT goes wide, but he's managed to hold the place in front of me. Him, but oh, a little bit late on the brakes there. Enough to get in front of the TT, but the Celica in front of us now. All over the back of him. Take a chance here, maybe. No. I have to pull back a little bit, but I think we might actually get it. I had to pull back again. But we do have more speed coming out of that corner, and it gives us the chance to take first place. At this point I'd kill for a race where I can actually build up a lead. Started to build up a bit of a lead. .7 of a second, it's not too bad. Oh, a little bit late on the brakes there. I think they recovered it reasonably well. Car's handling pretty good. It feels a little heavy, but not bad. Looks nice and it sounds great as well. Oh, took a little bounce there. Guess actually maybe a slight controller twitch from me. But it's handling those corners really well. And nearly 2 seconds clear. Made a bit of a mess of that though. Just almost onto the grass. 5 seconds. After a slightly sloppy finish to that lap. It's a bit better through this corner this time. Handling these twistier sections really nicely. The steering's definitely not helping, but it is doing a great job. Slightly better control through there this time. So this is shaping up to be a pretty good lap. Yeah, probably couldn't quite go through that flat out. Let's see where we are. Yeah, just under 134. There we go, much better through the corner that time. Pleased with how this one is done, and after having seen the FTO LM car perform absolute miracles on its tyres in a race a few weeks ago, I'm quite tempted to actually give this car a go. See if I get an opportunity to use one at some point. Cruise through here, and we've got a comfortable lead now. Another good lap. That one knocked over a second off of the previous best. Not quite as smooth this time into that first corner. Compared to the last two races, this one has been a lot more comfortable. 3 seconds clear. Last few corners. Caught up a little bit through that lap. But we're still safely ahead. We're in the final corner. Course finish line for another win. And a pretty good time, but yeah, very happy with the FTO. Performed extremely well. race. We're at Special Stage Route 5. We'll go S-Class for this one. And let's take this Calsonic Skyline. Let's see how we get on in this one. Alright, this is going to be a pretty tricky one, I think. It's going to be full on, that's for sure. High speed. Alright, looks like a Pennzoil GTR in front of us. There's a Rebrig NSX, Solicitor Storm. And touring cars. It's the Mercedes touring car. Messy through here. I think that might be a Jaguar XJ220 in front, in first place. This is a little bit closer racing than I would like at these speeds. Oh, little bump on the front. It's going to be another one of these times when the car's a bit longer than I think it is. Very tight though. Everyone's still pretty close together. Careful. Almost managed to avoid contact. The Rebrig didn't quite let us away with it. Okay, nice. How does our speed compare? Get a bit of a draft going on. There goes the Rebrig. The touring car, and yeah, it looks like an XJ220 in first place. Thought I was a little heavy on the brakes there, but it actually has worked out quite well. I didn't get rear-ended. It's not quite so good though. Oh, the touring car's having a look, and he's in first place. We'll follow him. Crash into the back of him, but it's difficult, we're so close. Not quite skilled enough to do this at this speed. When the Jaguar's having a look through, we'll hold the inside, squeeze him out around that corner. We're in first place. Ooh. Yeah, better through there this time. Oh, slight clip on the corner. Not enough to slow us down much though. Didn't get that corner quite right. We've built a little bit of a gap though. That was a pretty storming lap, considering there was traffic. Getting that speed down really well there. Felt quite controlled. A little bit too much there. Still, so far so good. Nearly a 2-second lead. And that lead is becoming bigger and bigger, 2.2 seconds. Powering down the straight, it looks like they're a little bit closer than they were. 1.4 seconds gap now. Oh, it's the Pennzoil GTR that's behind me. He's battled his way up through the pack as well. Not often see this many changes of position in one of these races. It's usually pretty fixed from the start. Pretty good through that early stage though. First half of the course definitely suits me a bit more than the second half. Oh well, fishtailing all over the place. Okay, pretty good through there. Just about. Slightly better job of maintaining speed that time. Still, that lead's not big. One lap to go. And we are 1.2. Right, we need a really good lap, I think. That wasn't great going into that corner though. Feels pretty good on the road. A little bit twitchy, but I think that's just me with a faster car. It's always a bit like that. Oh no, that's not good. Lost a lot of speed there. But we're still thinking about a reasonable gap. 1.5 seconds. Do a better job of this corner than I have been. Maybe. It's going to be enough though, I think. Hammer it down the final straight to the finish line. And it's going to be another win. This time 1.3 seconds. Not bad. Cool. So that's 4 wins in a row. And I will head into race 5 out of 6 for today. And for this one, we're going to Seattle. Drop down to A-Class for this one. And we're going to take a red Camaro. See how we go. Feels like this should be home ground for a Camaro. Try not to dive too desperately at the first corner, but you know, a little bit of contact. Fight our way out. Supra throws itself into me. Not really where we want to be for this next corner. Come across. A little bit safe, but I do kind of need to make up some places so that first place doesn't get too far ahead. Oh, popped off the wall. Force my way through a little bit there. Good out of that section though. So we're up into 4th, which is good. Brett's in front of us. Looks like we've got a speed advantage over him. And often they brake early on this corner down here as well. Looks like this is maybe no exception. It could be a place where I can make up time on these guys in front. Oh, took that one a little bit too shallow. For one seconds behind at the moment, but I think there's plenty of scope here. There's a Jaguar in front of us. Good speed through there. Breeze past him. Now we'll chase down the NSX in first place. Does look like NSXs are pretty powerful in A-class. But we have reeled him in quite quickly. Definitely not fastest through this first half of the circuit, but we really pick it up once we get down that hill. Hoping the same's going to happen this time. Challenge through here. It's a dangerous move, side by side through the chicane. Manages to hold his position. Good fighting though, good battle. Oh, I've let him get a bit too far ahead there. There's a bad corner. But we can be quite fast through here. A little bit more adventurous than the AI drivers through that. And that gives us much more speed down the straight, where I think we already had an advantage. But we better brake a little early because I do not want to ram into the back of him. Okay, I'm just thinking I almost could put my nose in there, but that corner's too tight. As it turned out, it was too tight, even without another car beside me. Let's let him get away again. Okay, I'm going to have to time this a bit better. I've still got two cars pretty close behind me as well. This is where we start to catch up though, with those two corners. This one not so much, but then once you come out of this corner, we should be able to pick up most of that ground. Can stay a reasonable distance ahead of me this time. Not as good as last lap, but maybe I can pick up a bit of ground through this corner this time. I'll let him get ahead of me again. And that gives us a chance coming through the chicane here. Oh, a little bit of slide on entrance and exit. We might still be just about there. Nah, it's not going to be a chance this time either. But we can close that gap. We're slightly faster around that corner, but I can't take advantage of it. Avoid the wall this time. And this time we're keeping a lot closer. Much closer than last lap. This could be an opportunity coming up. Oh, a little bit slow around that corner. We goes again. Doesn't need much of an opportunity to open up that gap again. Wow. Bit of a slide from him that time though. Gives us the chance to get right behind him. Oh, both of us hit the wall. Better job of this corner and a better job of the chicane. We could be in with a shout here. Here we go. Just foot down, put some distance between us. That's exactly what we were looking for. I can definitely outpace him around this corner. So just need to do another lap like all the previous ones. We should be okay. He's right behind me. Gap stretched out to a second now. Should be our opportunity. Put some distance between us. Too bad. Concentrating quite heavily on that. But we're out to almost a 2-second gap, so should be fine as long as we don't mess up this corner. The chicane's normally pretty good to us. Don't have to go too crazy through it this time. And it's going to be another win. Fantastic. Camaro performed really well there. It's actually quite nice to drive. I was expecting it to be a bit of a handful, but it was... control was actually pretty good at the corners. Alright, and we'll move on to the last race in today's series, which is the test course. And this time round, we're going to take the Viper. I don't know if this is the fastest car. I hope it is. It depends who I'm up against. Sometimes you're up against cars that you can't pick. Oh, and that looks like a... is it Toyota GT1? That's going to be a nightmare. Another Viper. Interested to see how that does. A GT40. Oh. It's going to be another one of these races, I think. Bouncing off the walls. And what's that other one? Oh, is that a Nissan 390? Wow. That is quite a selection of cars we're up against. I think some that are probably going to be a decent bit faster than me. So this might end up being a tactical battle. Yep, they are way faster, so I'm going to need this tool to stay with the pack. We are all pretty congested. See 5 of us all on screen at once there. In fact, there we go. Oh, and that's the Viper behind. Oh, oh, that was close. Oh no, that's no good. Hopefully not quite fallen back too far. Trying to get the slipstream pull me back up to them. Looks like it's working. Just a slingshot past them. Oh no, where am I going? Oh man. Controls are proving a little bit tricky. I'm going straight again, which is good. They're all so much faster than me. Oh my god. Wow, this is insane. So close. It looks like the other Viper might be dropping off the back though. Whoa. Bit of driver-induced oscillation there. Struggling to keep this car straight, especially when it goes in the slipstream. I found that in other races as well. As when I'm in the slipstream, I really struggle to keep the car under control if I have to do any steering. I suspect it's a skills issue, but it does seem to mainly happen in that situation. Pushed down the road now. Oh. Happy for him to go past. There's a lot of race ahead of us. Yeah, it looks like the other Viper has dropped off pretty badly. If he's out of slipstream range, then it could be race over for him. And I suspect that I'm probably the slowest out of these cars in this pack. But the slipstream is holding my speed up high enough. This is going to make winning this race pretty difficult. But we'll give it a shot. We'll see what happens. Oh, and the GT40's reappeared. Punted me to the front. And I'll be there for very long though. And I'll probably lose places to them on this corners. Not great at the corners on this track, which is weird because they're just pretty long and gentle, but the controller is just a little bit, I don't know if it's dead zones on it or what, but it's difficult just to get a nice gentle curve using the controller. So you end up having to tap steer, and that causes all of these issues. But we're still in the hunt, despite my erratic steering. Squeeze down the middle here. The GT40 looks pretty nice. Actually, all these cars look quite good. And they're so fast. Oh, look at that, bit of bump drafting. Surprised that we're holding on, because looking at that map, the other Viper is miles behind there. We've been fortunate that we managed to stay in the tow, and once you're in the tow, keeping up is not such a big problem. It doesn't appear to be. Oh, got a bit stuck together. Sorry about that, buddy. All going to be about timing on that final corner. We've managed it a couple of times in other races. We've gotten a bit lucky. 5 of us have been stuck together in this pack all the way around. Nobody's dropped off. It's nice to be out front every now and then, even if it doesn't last. I thought it was going to give me a little nudge there, but no, it's gone past as well. Slide out to the outside. We're definitely competitive in this bunch. It's not out of the question. There's just so many of us. Anything could happen on that final corner. So the first moment, will we hold it all the way up to the finish line? No. I think the GT40 possibly got past us before the start finish line as well. So that was too early. Bump him up to the road and then I lose control. Getting slammed about now. Okay, now I've got a bit of space, I can get the steering sorted out. Ugh. Oh boy, this feels like it's getting worse. Trying to keep out of everyone's way. Okay, come on, straighten it up. Okay, let's just drive straight. I'll not try avoiding anyone. Maybe that'll work a bit better. Take my moment in the sun down the back straight. Place going into the final corner. Still a lot of road to cover though. Go up front for a little while. Let them come back. There we go. Now see if I can follow that Nissan and pull out. Okay, this is it. Oh, the GT40's coming. Oh, he ran at the back of me. Nah, I don't think he would have got there. I'm sure he wouldn't have got there. Wow, that was a win. I didn't really expect that. Especially as the other Viper finished 10 seconds back. Wow. So that's the end of Area C, and the end of this week's episode, which has been an absolute marathon. So, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.